Yes, it has been started. So today we are going to cover the ORC 25A new features. So Gayatri,
Yes,
over to you.
yes. So we have like multiple updates on 25A release, which is mainly focused on Red Hood. Okay. The major update comes with the features of both hiring manager and the recruiter. The first thing, what was the main update is this email attachment comes with outbound and inbound emails, which means previously in this email sending option, we didn't had a process of attaching a document to it. Here in this particular update, we have provided an attaching an email option when recruiting booster is being enabled. It is a two-way communication. Like we can add a single attachment when the recruiter is communicating to the candidate or vice versa when candidate is communicating back to the recruiter. We can attach it as a single mail or like a single attachment or like a bulk candidate thing, bulk attachments, which has been enhanced in this particular 25A release. For that, we have the navigation. I have just provided you the screenshot, how to just enter in and what are all the options to check here in this recruiting messaging configuration. And finally, I'll show you while a mail is being drafted, this particular option is the new update, this drag and drop, in which attachment from a recruiter to candidate when it is reaching, they can send, for example, a requirement to the candidate. When the candidate is replying back, he can reply with the updated CV. So this is the main update which came for 25A inbound and outbound emails. For this process, I'll show you the navigation and instance as well. In the setup, management, with this recruitment, we have this messaging option. See exactly this particular, which is recruiting messaging configuration. Here we can enable this two-way communication. This one. I hope the instance is a bit slow. As soon as this opens, this exact page will be popped up. Here you can provide on the, like click on the edit things and you can enable this two-way SMS communication and email. No, well, you slide down, you'll get the email thing as well. You can drag and drop the thing, this two-way SMS communication, and you can just select it for the countries along with the code. And here comes the email communication. Here you can do it. There are multiple notifications sent from a recruiter to the candidate and vice versa. So we can enable this accordingly. While drafting, we'll do all these factors. It is like enabling a two-way email communication with external candidates and internal as well. This is where this particular option is available. And this is a major update with Redwood on 25A release. The next one goes with this create candidate option. Okay. Initially, like, while you're creating, this is a new update, which in the sense, while we are creating the candidate, we can able to, like provide all the informations. See, which is like, this is the major one. Like the candidate can automatically apply to the job requisitions. And initially, like a hiring manager will able to do it while we are creating the candidate and recruiter. Now the roles are not much specific on this part. Here, see, while you're going and searching for a candidate, here directly you have a create candidate option and you can take it forward like this. And if you're creating a candidate, you can also apply to which requisition or in the candidate pool. These are the options which recently been released with 25A. While they are creating the profile itself, they can able to apply for the requisitions and the candidate pool for this form. This option is given for multiple people, like like in the requisition for registers or in the event or in the pool, from different ways they can access on the same place. That is what this create candidate part comes up, and this is Actually, like just a navigation of this part, like while you're going directly to, when you're going into the mainstream of hiring itself, you'll have the recruiter option, which is like UI is completely like changed in this release. While you're going in the hiring part, from this particular place itself, you can navigate to all other places without any hassles, like where to go. No other many navigations are there for this particular part. That is what actually it is picturized here. Like if for the offers also, requisition, candidates, everything you comes here. And here this create thing is new. And also this last one, which I given you, like they can apply to the job requisition directly and the candidate pool, which the candidate themselves can able to do that while they're doing it. I'll show you an instance as soon as it got loaded. 1 second. Loading instances. Oh. See, while you're creating itself, here you have a new option. Taking much time. 1 second. I'll show you that. Along with this, I'll showcase that as well, which is the third option, like creating a job requisition. Initially, like this hiring manager field will be empty while they are creating, will be filled while we are creating the job requisition. In this specific update, it seems to be like we can fill whomsoever the hiring manager we are looking for. This is also, I'll just picturize you in the system, like how this exactly works. Okay. And while we are creating a requisition, this seeded hiring manager role is enough to do it in order to save the requirement, edit it, or the submit. Either of the option we can do only with this seeded hiring manager role itself. This is also a latest update. In this create job requisition page, there are multiple updates which came in this 25A release without changing any privileges to the seeded hiring manager one. That is the major one. And in order to, there are like 10 to 12 sessions we'll be having in order to create a job requisition. This is still loading. I'll show you that. Uh, like first three things, this is how we'll just the same navigation page. Which page goes is initially we'll just go to the my client group hiring team. From hiring, we'll go with job requisition. After creating the job requisition, we'll have your options. Like see, create option is there. In this there are 12 particular things like requirements or details or hiring team, the questions, many background checks, many options comes over here. In this 25A release, what happened is first three steps, like how to start, basic info, hiring team, these three seems to be mandatory. That is, after completing first you have to do the second, basic info. After that you have to go to third. This is how it works. After that you can go to any tabs, like you can fill the last tab on 10th tab, then the 9th tab, you can just change and do. This alignment has also been released on this particular 25A one thing. And this, see here, the organization field is also not mandatory to be filled. Before, for saving or submitting, initially it was mandatory to fill the organization part. Now that one part, and also the hiring manager who's been hiring the requirement, that is also like initially it will be a default one. Now it is not default part. You can fill whatever the customer is looking for. You can change the part. And also AI feature also just came into this picture. Like if you click on AI, the questions will be generated. Like the job requisition, for example, you have filled a Java developer. Okay, Java developer, comma 4 years, and the location. If you just give this information and if you click on AI assist, the job description will be, they'll give a 2 to 3 para of job description recently. In AI update, they have given us. That is also a 25A release for this thing. Here, the create candidate is here, the previous one. This particular option I told, the attachment one, while the candidate is creating the profile and all, they can directly add it to the job requisition or the candidate pool. These are all the new updates. Previously, I told while you are creating the requisition, what was the previous update and the current one, I'll just show you that. You can go, you can click on this create option. Here we have like 12 things, right? How to start? The thing has to be loaded yet. This three, what I told you earlier, basic info, hiring team. Till then, here in this option, hiring team, there is an option called hiring manager, which default comes when we open the requirement. Now we can select whatever the hiring manager, whomsoever we need to place it. See, a blank requisition. Continuing it, we'll just give the basic informations. Whichever is required, I'm just filling it and just moving it to the next step. Here, only the job title they'll be asking for. Let me go with the lead. Okay, all other details, the basic information according to the customer's one. Here in this information, as I told you, the hiring manager, this specific tab will be always occupied when the requisition is created. Now for this 25A release, this seems to be like whomsoever the manager we need, we can just update it. Okay, for example, if I mention like Curtis Yeti, we can able to find that manager over here. The same we can give like a hiring manager as well as the recruiter. Okay, after completing this part, we can go to n numbers of tabs. And also the recruiter, I'll make it Curtis. Instance is taking a bit time. 1 second. And apart from it, 1 second. There is also a different tab is given for the screening alone. Like older one was like a combination of many things together. Now for this background one, this particular tax and assessment has given a separate tab in order to get the complete BGB in a separate thing. And AA option is also given here. This is the major update we got in this job requisition part. It's loading. I've given the screenshots for it. I've shown you the demo as well. For this job application, this is nothing but it's a minor update. While you're clicking up the job requirement, this is giving a summary. So if this is the profile has been updated for the business analyst manager. While you're clicking it, it is giving up the detail of the complete information. This is a minor update. For this one, you don't have to just enable any options, specifically new updates or something. Previous update is properly there, then you can go with this. New update will automatically projected in the system. There's no new, specific place to enable or disable this process. This is a default one for this job application and the details of the pages. Just click on the candidate, you'll get the information completely over here. This specific part. Job offer details also, the same thing comes here. It is like, the UI has changed a bit compared to this previous one. For this job detail page, only the detailing has given, no much screenshots are provided for that, because while you're creating an offer, the instance is actually slow. This job offer details also plays the same thing. Like just click the place the cursor on the job requirement. It will give you all the information. When it is for the particular offer, the entire information will be provided. Okay, this is a very small update. This and the previous one is a very small update came. This the major one is the sending and receiving the emails, attaching the attachment. Either is a single one or a bulk one. The third one is hiring this job requisition tab. This also has the major update that got with this 25A. The next one comes with this express apply, which is this is nothing, it has a resume with it. It gives you an option to submit it from multiple things, maybe an like external job portal or through LinkedIn, like active one or a passive one. You can just make this. This is this is like a UI improvement, which is for mobile devices, not only for just laptop or screen friendly. This is for any other devices. The compatibility comes here for this express apply. It is just a minor update on the UI. This is how the thing comes. And here, when it is like a work summary, this is a new update, which in this specific update, what happened? Job sending and emails. while recruiting booster is enabled, we can do it. The same option applies over here. Here, what happened? The candidate's complete profile is taken as a paragraph and work summary will be provided by the system automatically. And this particular work summary is used as a cover page while we are submitting this profile to the external or the internal job requisitions. While they're using it as when this Liam is applying for opportunity, this work summary is created automatically. So this is used as a cover page by the system. This is also an update. When recruiting booster is enabled, the candidate, this option will be enabled. Okay. These are the new updates recently came up in the system. 1 second. For this 25A alone. Okay. Here, this organization. Wait, you're creating it. I'm trying to project the things what I've shown you on the screenshot. You can just navigate whenever you can get the time. You can just navigate to this thing. Whatever I have given you on the docs, I'll share you the doc as well. Every information will be clearly you can picturize and see that. Since the instance is not that fast, I can't able to just navigate and show you completely. Okay. Loading actually. So these are the recent updates that we got it from 25A. If anyone is not bit clear about the information I have provided you, you can just raise me a question. I can clarify you on that. Anyone?
So Gayatri, all the
Yeah.
updates that have been provided in 25A are covered for ORC,
Yes.
right?
Yes, I have covered it.
Okay, okay. Thank
And
you for
also,
that.
yes, sure. And also I have 1 second.